Hi everyone, it's Gina from Gina K Designs and welcome back to another 5-minute card video. Today I'm going to show you the Ink Cube Thumping technique and I'm going to be using the Autumn Silhouette stamp set. This is a great stamp set to use any time of the year because depending on what color you make the leaves, it's always an appropriate style. I'm going to start with this larger leaf and I'm going to ink it up using some Gina K Designs Turquoise Sea ink. This is the lighter of the two ink colors that I'm using. Once I get that inked up, I'm going to use a fresh asparagus ink cube and I'm going to thump or just tap some ink around the perimeter of that leaf. And then I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of the piece of cardstock. The next design that I'm going to use is another leaf from the same set. And I'm going to ink that up once again with turquoise sea ink. And then again, I'm going to do some thumping along the edges with the fresh asparagus ink cube. Now, a lot of people ask me, is this going to contaminate my turquoise sea ink? Or is this going to contaminate my fresh asparagus ink cube? And the answer is no. I'm using the lighter color first, and I'm just tapping a little bit of ink along the edges. I'm really not transferring lots of ink onto that fresh asparagus, and because that's the darker color, you really don't notice any cross-contamination. If you're worried about it, you can always tap the ink cube onto a paper towel a few times after you do this technique, and then you can be sure that there's no turquoise sea left on your fresh asparagus ink cube. You can also do a similar technique with water-based markers as your thumping color. And now I'm going to use this same image at the top. I'm just inking up the other side of that image, and then I'm going to stamp it right at the top. And you can see I've stamped the bottom and the top off of the cardstock, so it looks like a continuous pattern. Then I've added a black onyx panel to the back of that white card panel, and then I'm going to adhere that onto an ocean mist card base. Ocean mist and turquoise sea look great together. You can also use turquoise sea or sea glass cardstock. So now that I have that mounted on there, I'm going to add a greeting. Now you can stamp a big bold greeting. In my case, I've die cut the word friend from Master Layouts 9, and I'm going to apply a little bit of Connect glue using one of our fine tip bottles. This way I can place tiny little dots on the back of that and it's not going to be messy. Then I'm going to place that in the center of my card, just down a little bit from the center. Now I want to add a second greeting to that because I don't want it to just say friend. I want to say friend and then a message. So I'm going to use the birthday wishes from the Mixed Messages Sentiment Strip Pack. I cut this out using our Sentiment Strips dies. You can use tape for this. I used a little Connect glue. And I'm going to adhere it right here under the word friend. Kind of like the Connect glue for this because you can slide it around and make sure that it's straight. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of Connect glue and I'm going to use some sequins. Now the sequins that I'm using are the Mermaid's Tail sequins, and I love these because they're a little bit green and a little bit blue, and it's perfect for this color combination of these leaves. So this is a really nice sequin for that. And then I'm going to dot the I in the word friend using a tiny little Mermaid's Tail sequin. Well, there's my finished card. Take a look at that and see the way those sequins just sparkle and shine. I hope you like this card video, and I hope you'll give this Thumping with Ink Cubes technique a try. Stay tuned to my channel for more 5-minute card videos and more Stampin' Chat live videos too. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again real soon.